All right, Donald Trump plans to nominate Herschel Walker to be his pick to be ambassador to the United Nations. Let's see. What's Herschel's qualifications? Well, he's a former NFL player. He won the Heisman Trophy, and he got crushed for saying stupid stuff when he ran for the United States Senate, and just has personal scandals and on and on and on. Really, as ambassador, he's going to manage the United States relationship with the Bahamas. Scott, do you think he can spell Bahamas?
I don't think so, but it may not be a heavy lift for him. But I still don't understand Herschel Thomas when he speaks. So my Bahamian
you can't understand Herschel Walker. Scott, really? You can't. Yeah. All they're gonna say is MAGA, 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 MAGA.
I can't understand you either. So, you got to understand somebody to even converse with them or engage them. And I know I talk for a living, but you got to be able to speak the Queen's English. Even if you got a Southern drawl, it's okay. And I can never understand Herschel Walker. The other thing is this, you got to get through confirmation hearings. And I'm not convinced that he's going to get any Democratic support, but he may lose some senators too, because they can't understand him. Not so much that they don't really like him, but he certainly didn't qualify. And he didn't give the administration a whole bunch of money either. So this is really an unusual appointment. I don't know whether he's a disruptor or not, but if they give him some speech lessons, he might be okay. He might be.
First of all, Julian, you know damn well the Bahamians going to be like, y'all sending us this dumb ass.
Yeah. You know, Roland, this shows us how little the incoming president
thinks of us.
Values.
Right.
Why would you send this knucklehead who's a multiple-time woman abuser who he can't even speak the pauper's English. It's not the Queen's English. I mean, and he's just a totally odious human being. And as you said, he didn't give the Orange Man that much money. But you know what? As we've seen these appointments come in, what we've seen is the overwhelming whiteness of the people that the Orange Man has lifted up. And so this gives him his, I believe, DE, but there's his diversity pick right there, y'all. That's what that is. And it's going to be very interesting. Our relationship with the Bahamas is important for many, many reasons, including the shared ocean, all the ocean stuff that's going on. As we look at climate change, which, of course, the Republicans don't believe in. And so you think this person who can't basically, like you said, spell Bahamas, can manage those complicated relationships? I don't think so. I mean, only good news is that most of these embassies have staff who work for the State Department, and they don't tend to change them like they change ambassadors with an election. Some of those people will be long-term staff members who have relationships, and that will be the only saving grace. I think that's going to be the saving grace with many of the ambassadorial appointments. Less so, I think, because of Project 2025 with some of the cabinet appointments. So they will turn over people there. But this is just a joke. I mean, this is like, okay, we lost the election. We kind of bummed out about it. Christmas is coming. But this is like our intermission amusement. Every time they nominate somebody, we all get an opportunity to collectively crack up. And this is no different than that. I get up in the morning, look at the news, and just start shaking my head. I'm going to throw my neck out pretty soon with some of this stuff. It's hilarious, but it's also very sad.
Well, that boy just dumb.
That part.
I mean, he just dumb. I mean, just dumb. I could not even imagine if Herschel Walker's people said you have a 10-minute interview with him. I would try to figure out what I'm gonna do with the other 8. I'm just saying. Got somebody sitting there. Roland going after low-hanging fruit Herschel Walker. No, fool. No, sports actuary filtered, fool. That's who he's nominated to be an ambassador. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about his bumbling, stumbling ass all day, every day, because he's stupid. That's who he is.
On the first day of Christmas, Herschel made us see his IQ is -3. On the second day of Christmas, Herschel made us see 2 abortions and his IQ is -3. On the third day of Christmas, Herschel Walker made us see 3 death threats, 2 abortions, and his IQ is -3. On the fourth day of Christmas, Herschel made us see 4 kids ignored, 3 death threats, 2 abortions, and his IQ is -3. On the fifth day of Christmas, Herschel made us see 5 impersonating. 4 kids ignored, 3 death threats, 2 abortions, and his IQ is -3. On the sixth day of Christmas, Herschel made us see 6 years in high school, 5 impersonating. 4 kids ignored, 3 death threats, 2 abortions, and his IQ is -3. On the seventh day of Christmas, Herschel made us see 7 days of shucking, 6 years in high school, 5 impersonating. 4 kids ignored, 3 death threats, 2 abortions, and his IQ is -3. On the 8th day of Christmas, Herschel made us see 8 no concussion, 7 days of shucking, 6 years in high school, 5 impersonating. 4 kids ignored, 3 death threats, 2 abortions, and his IQ is -3. On the 9th day of Christmas, Herschel made us see 9 pants on fire, 8 no concussion, 7 days of shucking, 6 years in high school, 5 impersonating. 4 kids ignored, 3 death threats, 2 abortions, and his IQ is -3. On the 10th day of Christmas, Herschel made us see 10'10", he's lying, 9 pants on fire, 8 no concussion, 7 days of shucking, 6 years in high school, 5 impersonating. 4 kids ignored, 3 death threats, 2 abortions, and his IQ is -3. On the 11th day of Christmas, Herschel made us see $11 haircut, 10'10", he's lying, 9 pants on fire, 8 no concussion, 7 days of shucking, 6 years in high school, 5 impersonating. 4 kids ignored, 3 death threats, 2 abortions, and his IQ is -3. On the 12th day of Christmas, Herschel made us see 12 months on Trump's nuts, $11 haircut, 10'10", he's lying, 9 pants on fire, 8 no concussion, 7 days of shucking, 6 years in high school, 5 impersonating. 4 kids ignored, 3 death threats, 2 abortions, and his IQ is -3.
Hi, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase. Fanbase is a free-to-download, free-to-use, next-generation social media platform that allows anyone to have followers and subscribers on the same page. Fanbase was built through investment dollars from equity crowdfunding from the Jobs Act. People just like you help build Fanbase, and we're looking for more people to help build Fanbase. We are currently raising $17 million in a Regulation A crowdfund on Start Engine. We've already crossed $2.1 million, or we're looking to raise more capital from people just like you that deserve the opportunity to invest in early stage startups without having to be accredited investors. So right now, I'd like you to go to startengine.com/fanbase and invest. The minimum to invest is $399. That gets you 60 shares of stock in Fanbase right now, today. And then use Fanbase to connect with friends, grow your audience, and be you without limits.